just have Krishna Balaram in the back. Om Gyana Timirandasya Gananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Militanyena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Caitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhuktale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swaha Padantika. We want to be Rupa Nugas, not accepting anything except the Siddhanta of Rupa Nuga, like Bhakti Siddhanta, like Prabhupada. Prabhupada prayed intensely all the time when he was at Radha Damodar to the Samadhi Bhajan Kutir Rupa Goswami, and was empowered amazingly. Okay? So we're going back to Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namani Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatade Satarane. Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. So I'll go back one verse. Vanchakalpa Trubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vivacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyona. So the Lord just came to the Kazi's house with a huge number of kirtan parties, tumultuously going through the entire Navadvip, every 9 towns it said, and finally coming there, and everybody's in a very, very angry mood and threatening to burn the Kazi's garden and kill the Kazi. They were trying to kill the Kazi, like things like that. So he was afraid. So he didn't want to come out. He was hiding in his room. And Lord Chaitanya said, Prabhu Balena Ami Tomara Ailama Abhyagata Ami Deki Lukaila E Dharma Kemata. In a friendly way, the Lord said, Sir, I've come to your house as your guest, but upon seeing me you hid yourself in your room. What kind of etiquette is that? Kaji kahe, tumi aisa kruda haiya, toma shanta karaite rahinu lukaila. The Lord replied, you've come to my house in a very angry mood. To pacify you, I did not come before you immediately. I did not come before you immediately, but kept myself hidden. Ebe tumi shanta haila asi mililan. Bhagyamora tomahena atita pailan. Now you have become pacified. I have come to you. It is my good fortune to receive a guest like you, and like a guest your honor. Grama sambande chakravarti haya mora chacha. Deha sambande haite haya grama sambanda sancha. In our village relationship, Nilambar Chakravarti Thakur was my uncle. Such a relationship is stronger than bodily relationship. Purport: in India, even in the interior villages, all Hindus and Muslims used to live very peacefully by establishing a relationship between them. The young men called the elderly members of the village by the name Chacha or Kaka, uncle, and men of the same age called each other Dada or brother. Their relationship was very friendly. There were even invitations from Muslim houses to Hindu houses, and from Hindu houses to Muslim houses. Both the Hindus and Muslims accepted the invitations to go one another's house to attend ceremonial functions. Even until 50 years ago, the relationships between Hindus and Muslims was very friendly, and there were no disturbances. We do not find any Hindu-Muslim riots in the history of India, even during the days of the Muslims' rule over the country. Conflict between Hindus and Muslims was created by polluted politicians, especially foreign rulers, and thus the situation gradually became so degraded that India was divided into Pakistan and Hindustan. Fortunately, the remedy to unite not only the Hindus and Muslims, but all communities and all nations can still be implicated by the Hare Krishna movement, by the strong basic platform of love of Godhead. Prabhupada mercifully doesn't mention the British here. They saw India was too strong and they wanted to create all this trouble so they could rule more easily. So it used to be East Bengal and West Bengal. Now it's Bangladesh and Bengal. And the Muslims in Bangladesh are still agitated, giving lots of trouble. So many people are leaving back to India like they did at the beginning of the partition. Nilambara Chakrabarti Haya Tomara Nana Se Sambandha How to me Amara Bhagina. Nilambar Chakrabarti is your maternal grandfather, and by this relationship, you are thus my nephew. Bhaginara Kroda Mama Avasya Sahaya Matulera Aparada Bhagina Nalaya. When a nephew is very angry, his maternal uncle is tolerant, and when the maternal uncle commits an offense, the nephew does not take it very seriously. Emata Dunhara Kata Haya Tare Tore Vitarera Arta Keha Bujitena Pare. In this way, the Kaji and the Lord talked with each other with various indications, but no outsider could understand the inner meaning of their conversations. Prabhu Kahe, Prashna Lagi, Ailama Tomara Stane, Kaji Kahe, Agnyakara, Ye Tomara Mane. The Lord said, my dear uncle, I have come to your home just to ask you some questions. Yes, the Kazi replied, you are welcome, just tell me what's on your mind. Prabhu Kahe, Goduga Kao, Gabi Tomara Mata, Vrisha Ana Upajaya Tate Tenho Pitta. The Lord said, you drink cow's milk, therefore your cow is your mother, and the bull produces grains for your maintenance, therefore he's your father. Pitta Mata Marikau, Eba Kondharma, Konbale Kara Tumi E Mata Vikarma. Since the bull and cow are your father and mother, how can you kill them and eat them? What kind of religious principle is this? On what strength are you do so daring that you commit such sinful activities? Purport. Everyone can understand that we drink milk of the cows and the help of bulls in producing agricultural products. The major problem now in the world is they don't use the bulls. So they just become the only value is when they eat, sell the body, and the leather and the flesh. So previously, every farmer had to use bulls, and they pull their carts to plow, to do everything. They run their mills, they run their, pumps, and so many things. But now they got everything electric and everything diesel and tractors everywhere. So the bulls are just a burden to feed them. But they want to produce more and more milk because they're making a big business instead of everybody having a cow or so. There's big, even in India, big goshalas, milk factories. Only cows, no bulls. They just bring some other artificial semen or something. Or keep a couple, they get a really strong bull, they keep them just for that, for breeding. So it's a disaster. So even if we just try to protect cows and we drink ahimsa milk and everything, but that means at least if it's a genuine ahimsa farm, they keep the bulls also. But they need subsidies. This big one is called Pat something. They said if they didn't get heavy subsidies, then nobody could afford their milk. They're keeping 2 lakhs of cows in a few different places. Not all in one place, but they're spread out. But according to Vedic civilization, there are 7 mothers, of which the cow is one. Therefore, Caitanya Mahāprabhu challenged the Muslim Qazi, what kind of religious principle do you follow by killing your father and mother to eat? In any civilized human society, no one would dare kill his father and mother for the purpose of eating them. Therefore, even uncivilized. Therefore, Sri Caitanya Mahāprabhu challenged the system of Muslim religion as patricide and matricide. In the Christian religion also, a principal commandment is thou shalt not kill. Nevertheless, Christians violate this rule, and they're very expert in killing and opening slaughterhouses. That's right. America is supposedly all Christian. They invented the slaughterhouse. They keep making it more and more efficient. They made one in Poland that's only robots.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Caitanya Mahāprabhu
No
challenged.
personalities are there, only robots.
Well, they have to run the robots. Most of the work, you know. Muslim religion is a part fratricide and matricide. Christians, in our Krishna conscious movement, our first provision is no one should be allowed to eat any kind of flesh. If it does not matter whether it's cow's or goat's flesh, but we especially stress the prohibition against cow's flesh, because according to Shastra, the cow is our mother, and the Muslims' cow killing was challenged by Lord Chaitanya. Kaji kahe, tomara yaiche, Veda Purana, Taiche Amara Shastra, Hetava Korana. The Bazi replied, as you have your scriptures called the Vedas and Puranas, we have our, which is a holy Koran, purport. Chankazi agreed to talk with Lord Chaitanya on the strength of the scriptures. According to Vedic scripture, if one can support his position by quoting from the Vedas, his argument is perfect. Similarly, when the Muslims support their position with quotations from the Quran, their arguments are authorized. Lord Caitanya Mahāprabhu raised the question of the cow killing and bull killing. Chankazi came to the standard of understanding from his scriptures. Se Shastra kahe pravritti nivritti marga veda nivritti marge jiva matra vadera nisheda. According to the Quran, there are 2 ways of advancement, through increasing the propensity to enjoy and through the path of decreasing attachment, nivritti marga. The killing of animals is prohibited. On the path of decreasing attachment, killing of animals is prohibited. Pravritti marge govada karite virighaya shastra agyaya vada kaila nahi papa bhaya. On the path of material activities, there is a regulation for killing cows. If such killing is done under the guidance of Scripture, there is no sin, purport. Which is, according to, they say, the devotees from Iran, that in the Quran it says, of all the food, the worst food is beef meat.
In the Quran?
Yeah.
Really?
It's not in the Quran, it's something Muhammad said. They know it's bona fide. They know he said it. And he said the best food is cow milk. He didn't. They think he was vegetarian, many people. Purport, the word Shastra is derived from dhatu, or verbal root, sas dhatu. Pertains to the controlling or ruling. A government's rule through force of weapons is called Shastra. And wherever there is ruling, either by weapons or by injunctions, the Shastra dhatu is the basic principle. Between Shastra, ruling through weapons, and Shastra, ruling with weapons, and Shastra, ruling through injunctions of the scriptures, it is better is Shastra. Our Vedic scriptures are not ordinary law books of human common sense. They are statements of factually liberated persons unaffected by the imperfectedness of sins. of the senses. Shastra must be correct always, not sometimes. Correct and sometimes incorrect. In the Vedic scriptures, the cow is described as mother. Therefore, she is a mother for all time. It is not, as one rascal might say, that in the Vedic age she was mother, but is not this age. Only Indian cows are mothers, some say. The rest are not really cows. In other countries, they don't have the hump, and they're different. But Prabhupada never said that. They're all cows. He liked the milk of the American cows, or the French cows, or the New Zealand cows, any cows. He relished it. If Shastra is in authority, the cow is the mother always. If one acts according to the injunctions of Shastra, he is freed from the reactions of sinful activity. For example, the propensity for eating flesh, drinking wine, and enjoying sex are all natural to the conditioned soul. The path of such enjoyment is called pravritti marga. The Shastra says, pravittir esha bhutanam nivrittis tu mahapala. One should not be carried away by the propensities of defective conditioned life. One should be guided by the principles of Shastra. A child's propensity is to play all day long, but it is the injunction of Shastra that person should take care to educate him. The Shastras are there to guide the activities of human society, but because people do not refer to the instructions of Shastra, which are free from defects and imperfections, therefore misguided by some so-called educated teachers and leaders who are full of deficiencies of conditioned life. That's why they're always changing laws. They make so many laws every day, every year, and then they're always adjusting them one way or the other. A child's propensity is to play all day long. Tomara vedete ache govadera ani vani ataiva govada kare bada muni. As a learned scholar, the Kazi challenged Caitanya Mahāprabhu. In your Vedic scriptures, there is an injunction for killing a cow. On the strength of this injunction, great sages perform sacrifices, indicating cow killing. It's very, very rare. Even if there was a really bad famine, they could make a special adjustment to eat cows. Prabhu kahe, if nothing else is left. Vede kahe, govadani sheda, ataiva Hindu matra na kare govada. Refuting the Kazi's arguments, the Lord immediately replied, the Vedas clearly enjoin that cows should not be killed. Therefore, every Hindu, whoever he may be, avoids indulging in cow killing. Purport. Just what it is, they say, if the people of that religion are eating the cow gets a blessing. Yeah.
Some people are saying like that,
Yeah. They just make up so many things. I think the Mormon religion, in their books there's several mentions they should not eat meat. But one says only in the winter or a time of famine. But where the guy who wrote the book lived was in the Maine, one of the coldest places in America that gets a huge amount of snow. So he said in the winter, because all they could get then was whatever they could trap and whatever vegetables they were able to save, for the winter. But now there's no need for that because they have every kind of food coming from all over the world, and no matter where you live, even above the Arctic Circle, they're getting mangoes, everything. And then there was one Mataji got very frustrated. She had a crazy husband, and she got frustrated with ISKCON, and she joined that religion. So she went for some time, not so long, but she kept on worshiping her deities, and then they told her, you have to give that up or you can't be one of us. So she left again. But she
became a Mormon for some time.
Yeah. So she asked the leaders, what about this in your book where it says, meat eating only in the winter? They said, well, that was because they didn't have refrigerators, so the meat would go bad in the summer. Therefore, now it's okay. Anytime. They just say, you don't understand. This is how the mind is so tricky. Refuting the Kazi's statement, the Lord replied, in the Vedic scriptures there are concessions for meat eaters. It is said if one wants to eat meat, he should kill a goat before the goddess Kali and then eat its meat. Meat eaters are not allowed to purchase meat or flesh from the market or slaughterhouse. There are no injunctions, no sanctions for maintaining religion. Slaughterhouses to satisfy the tongues of the meat eaters. As far as the cow killing is concerned, strictly forbidden. Since the cow is considered a mother, how could the Vedas allow cow killing? Caitanya Mahāprabhu pointed out that the Kazi's statement is faulty. In the Bhagavad Gita, there is a clear injunction that cows should be protected. Krishi Goraksha Vanijam Vaishya Karma Sabhavajam. The duty of the Vaishyas is to produce agricultural products and give protection to cows. Therefore, it is a false statement that the Vedic scriptures contain injunctions permitting cow killing. I was on a plane once, and the guy next to me was belonging to one particular religion, and he was saying, I have to have vegetarian, I have to have vegetarian. This religion, there are not so many vegetarians. And I asked him, you're vegetarians? No. He said, but I don't know who's cooking this food. If it's one of our people, then it's okay, I eat meat. At least they don't eat meat outside. We had in Japan, these Jewish kids would come from Israel. They were mostly eating in McDonald's and stuff. They told me one girl's, vegetarian because here she can't get the kosher in the restaurant. But when she can get, then it's not vegetarian. So they have some kind of rule. They know there's something wrong, but they figured out all kinds of ways to avoid that. Atayeva Jagat Jarad Gava Mare Muni Gana Veda Mantre Siddha Kare Tahahaji Vana. Therefore the great sages sometimes killed old cows, and by chanting Vedic hymns they brought them back to life for protection. Jara Gava Hana Yuva Haya Aru Vara Tate Tara Vada Nahe Haya Upakara. The killing and rejuvenation of such old and invalid cows, invalid, was not truly killing, but an act of great benefit. In Kali Yuga, Ashamedam Gavalambam Sanyasam Pala Paitrikam Davarena Sutotpatim Kalo Pancha Vivarjayet. In this age of Kali, 5 acts are forbidden: the offering of a horse in sacrifice, the offering of a cow in sacrifice, the acceptance of the Vedic order of sannyas, the offering of oblations to flesh to the forefathers, and a man's begetting children in a brother's wife. This is a quotation from Brahma Vivarta Purana, Krishna Janma Kanda. Tomara Jiyaite Nara, Vada Matra Sar, Naraka Hayite Tomar, Nahika Vistar. Can you call and see if she's coming? I haven't seen any message from her. Can you call, Yoga?
Right.
See if she's coming. After hearing these statements of Caitanya Mahāprabhu, his argument stunned, could not put forward any more words. Thus, after due consideration, the Kazi accepted defeat and spoke as follows. In our practical preaching work, we meet many Christians, purport, who talk about statements of the Bible. When we question whether God is limited or unlimited, they say God is unlimited. But when we question why the unlimited God should have only one son and not unlimited sons, they are unable to answer. Similarly, from a scientific point of view, the answers of the Old Testament, New Testament, and Quran, too many questions have changed, but the Shastra cannot change at a person's whim. All Shastras must be free from the four defects of human society, human nature. The statements of Shastra must be correct for all time. Tumiye kahile pandit se sachahaya adunika amara Shastra vichara saha naya. But even the Vedas, that Sahajyas they'll eat meat, or at least fish. They just say it's fruit from the river. My dear Nimai Pandit, what you have said is all true. Our scriptures are developed only recently, and they are certainly not logical and philosophical. Purport. The Shastras of the Yavanas, or meat-eaters, are not eternal scriptures. They have been fashioned recently, and sometimes they contradict one another. The scriptures of the Yavanas are three: Old Testament, New Testament, and the Quran. Their compilations has a history. They are not eternal like the Vedic knowledge. Therefore, although they have their arguments and reasons, they are not very sound and transcendental. As such, modern people advance in science and philosophy deem these scriptures unacceptable, and they are interpreted in so many crazy ways by so many people. Sometimes Christian priests come to us inquiring, why are your followers neglecting our scriptures and accepting yours? But when we ask them, your Bible says do not kill, why are you killing so many animals daily? They cannot answer. Some of them imperfectly answer that the animals have no souls. But then we ask them, how do you know the animals have no souls? Animals and children are the same nature. Does this mean that children of human society also have no souls? That's what they think of for abortion. According to Vedic scriptures, within the body is the owner of the body. In the Bhagavad Gita 2.13, Deusmin, Dehunosmin, Yata Dehe, Komaram Yovananjara, Tata Dehantara Praptir, Dhirastatra Namuyati. As the embodied soul continually passes in this body, from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. The self-realized soul is not bewildered by such a change. Because the soul is within the body changes through to many forms. There is a soul within the body of every living creature, whether animal, tree, bird, or human being. And the soul is transmigrating from one type of body to another. When the scriptures of the Yavanas, namely the Old Testament, New, and Quran, cannot properly answer inquisitive followers, naturally these advanced scientific knowledge and philosophy lose faith in the scriptures, those scriptures. The Qazi admitted this while talking with Sri Caitanya Mahāprabhu. The Qazi was a very intelligent person. He had full knowledge of his position, as stated in the following verse. Kalpata Amara Shastra, Ami Sabha Jani, Jati Anu Rode Tabu, Sehi Shastra Mani. I know that our scriptures are full of imagination and mistaken ideas, yet because I'm a Muslim, I accept them for the sake of my community, despite their insufficient support. Sahaje Yavana Shastra, Arda Vichara, Hasi Tahe Mahaprabhu, Puchena Ara Vara. The reasoning and arguments in the scriptures of the meat-eaters are not very sound, the Qazi concluded. Upon hearing this statement, Caitanya Mahāprabhu smiled and inquired from him as follows. Ada eka prashnakari shuna tumi mama yatarta kahibe chale na vanchibe ama. My dear maternal uncle, I wish to ask you another question. Please tell me the truth. Do not cheat me, try to cheat me with tricks. Tomara nagare haya sada sankirtan Vajja Gita Kolahala Sangita Nartan. In your city, there is always congregational chanting of the holy name. A tumultuous uproar of music, singing, and dancing is always going on. Tumi Kaji Hindu Dharma Virode Adhikar Ebeye Na Kara Mana Bujite Na Pari. As a Muslim magistrate, you have a right to oppose the performance of Hindu ceremonies, but now you do not forbid them. I cannot understand this reason. Kaji Bale, Sabe, Tomaya, Bale Gorahari, Se Name Ami Tomaya, Sambodhana Kari. The Kazi said, everyone calls you Gorahari. Please let me address you by that name. Shuna Gorahari e Prashnara Karana Nibrito Hauyadi Tabe Kari Nivedana. Kindly listen, O Gorahari. If you come to a private place, I shall explain the reason. Prabhu kahe goloka loka amara antaranga haya sputa kari kaha tumi na kariha bhaya. The Lord replied, all these men are my confidential associates. You may speak freely. There is no reason to be afraid of them. Kaji kahe yabiyami hindura gare giya Kirtana Karilun Mana Mridanga Bangiya Sehi Ratre Eka Simha Maha Bayankara Naradeha Singha Mukha Garjaya Vistara. The Qazi said, when I went to see the Hindu's house, I broke the drum and forbade the performance of congregational chanting. In my dreams that very night, I saw a greatly fearful lion roaring very loudly. His body was like a human's and his face was like a lion. Shayane Amara Upara Lapa Diya Chari Atta Atta Hase Kare Danta Kadamba Mari. Placing its nails on my chest, the lion said in a grave voice, I shall immediately bifurcate your chest as you broke the mridanga drum. Mora Kirtana Mana Karis Karimo Tora Chaya Anki Mudi Kampi Ame Pana Bada Baya. You have forbidden the performance of my congregational chanting, therefore I must destroy you. Being very much afraid of him, I closed my eyes and trembled. Seeing me so afraid, the lion said, I have defeated you to teach you a lesson, but I must be merciful to you. Sedina Bahuta Nahi Kaili Utpata Teni Chama Kari Na Karinu Prana Gata. On that day you did not create a very big disturbance, therefore I have excused you and not taken your life. Aiche Yadi Punakara Tabe Na Sahinu Swavamse Tomara Mari Yavana Nisima Nasimu. But if you perform such activities again, I shall not be tolerant. At that time I shall kill you and your entire family and all the meat eaters. Eta Kahi Singa Gela Amara Kaila Baya Edeka Naka China Amara Ridoya. After saying this, the lion left, but I was very much afraid of him. Just see the marks of his nails on my heart. Eta Bali Kaji Nija Buka Dekaila Shuni Deki Sarvaloka Ascharya Manila. After this description, the Qazi showed his chest. Having heard him and seen the marks, all the people there accepted the wonderful incident. Kaji kahe iha ami kare na kahila se dina amara eka piyada aila. The Qazi continued, I did not speak to anyone about this incident, but on that very day one of my orderlies came to see me. Asi kahe gelun muni kirtana nishidite agni ulka mora muke lage achan bite. After coming to me, he said, when I went to stop the congregational chanting, suddenly flames struck my face. Padila sakaladari muke haila varna brana ye peyada yaya tara e vivarana. My beard was burned and there were blisters on my cheeks. Every orderly who went gave the same description. Tahadeki Rahinu Muni Mahabhaya Pana Kirtanana Varjiya Gare Rahon Tavasiya. After seeing this, I was very much afraid. I asked him not to stop the congregational chanting, but to go and sit down at home. Tabeta Nagare Haiba Swachande Kirtana Shuni Saba Mlecha Asi Kaila Nivedana. Then all the meat eaters, hearing that there would be unrestricted congregational chanting in the city, came to submit a petition. Nagare Hindura Dharma Padila Apara Hari Hari Dwanvi Bai Nahi Shuni Ara. The religion of the Hindus is increased unlimitedly. There's always vibrations of Hari Hari. We do not hear anything else. Ada Mlecha Kahi Hindu Krishna Krishna Bali Ase Kande Nache Gaya Gadi Yaya Duli. One meter said the Hindus say Krishna Krishna, and they laugh, cry, dance, and chant and fall on the ground, smearing their bodies with dirt. Hari 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 Hindu Kare Kolahala Patasaha Shunile Tomara Karibeke Pala. Vibrating Hari Hari, the Hindus make a tumultuous sound. If the king, Patasaha, hears it, he certainly will punish you. Purport. Patasaha refers to King Nawab Hussain Shah, whose full name was Alauddin Syed Hussain Shah. Was at the time 1498 to 1521 an independent king of Bengal. Formerly he was a servant of the cruel Nawab of the Habsi dynasty named Mujafar Khan. But somehow or other he assassinated his master and became the king. After gaining the throne of Bengal, technically called Masnada, he declared himself Syed Hussain Alauddin Serap Mukha. There is a book called Rijaya Usalitina, whose author, Ghulam Hussain, says that the Nawab Hussain Shah belonged to the family of Mukha Serap. To keep the family's glory, he took the name Serap Makka. Generally, however, he is known as Nawab Hussain Shah. After his death, his eldest son, Nasaratsa, became king of Bengal, 1521 to 33. The king was also very cruel. This king was also very cruel. He committed many atrocities against Vaishnavas. As a result of his sinful activities, one of his servants from the Koja group killed him while he was praying in the mosque. Wow, what a world. Jai. Okay, Caitanya Caritamrta Ki Jai. John Kasi Ki Jai, because he became a great devotee.
I recall there when I reached 2 messages, no answer.
Okay. So, welcome and goodbye, Mahamuni Michael, Niputa Tini, Mahamuni Michael, Harinamananda Dasi, Bhakta Anugana Janardhan, watching. Wow. Bhakti Anugana Janardhan, Hare Krishna Maharaj. Well, Hare Krishna to you. I'm sure you could do much better. Prem Prakash Das is watching. Toyanath Gurgal is watching. Jean Philip Shastra Chakshu Subilaga. Sanjay Roy. Yonstan Mani. Okay, goodbye. Thank you all for listening. the author of Caitanya Caritamrta blesses you for wanting to hear this Lila, and Srila Prabhupada also.